What is up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. It is Keara, you already know, and today I am joined by the lovely Dutchy. Hi! I was just on Dutchy's podcast. We had so much fun, and I was like, okay, first of all, why haven't we talked before this? We make the same content. Why haven't we like gotten together? But anyways, it has happened now, and we're like, let's do a fun little YouTube collab. So that's what we're gonna do today. Do you want to introduce yourself, say your pronouns, say what your preferred pronoun today is if you have one?
Hi everyone, I'm Dutchy. I'm a bi gender fluid human. I go by any and all pronouns, and today I'm literally comfortable with all of them, which doesn't often happen. And yeah, you can find me on YouTube as Dutchy and at Megan Dykeman on Instagram and TikTok. I have a podcast called Topics of Taboo that Keara graced us with her presence on this week as well. And you can find that on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen.
Go listen to that episode. It was a good one. We talked all about gender fluidity. So today we're going to be talking about our gay firsts or queer
Great.
firsts.
Nervous.
Yeah, I'm nervous too because like I haven't really shared all of these. I have been purposely not telling these stories because I've been nervous.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, I don't give a fuck anymore. So
good.
Yeah.
And we don't.
Yeah.
It's 2022, people.
Like a lot of these things happened a long time ago too, so I'm fine.
Yeah, same.
I'm nervous.
I'm so nervous. Oh, hi, kitty. Oh, she's so cute. Oh my God, she's cute. What's her name?
Willow.
Willow, that's right.
Okay.
See ya. Bye, Willow.
I'm
Oh,
gonna-
that cute tail.
I know it's a feather duster. Okay, are you ready?
No, I'm not. Do I need like alcohol for this?
Loki. Who is your first gay crush?
Okay, so we have a show here in Australia called H2O, Just Add Water.
Yes!
Yeah, okay.
I love that show!
So literally all the girls on there, those three girls were my first.
Okay.
Oh, and you're probably going to say this too, or you may not. Kim Possible.
Oh. So those are like kind of celebrity crushes. Well,
You mean real life?
Yeah, but that was
Oh
also a
my
question.
God.
But now I want to know who it was in your life.
Okay, so this is so much tea. It was actually like a friend. Like a best friend. We're not friends anymore. And I'm going to tell you the tea off camera.
Okay.
But it was a friend. That was my first crush. And like, that's so on brand. If you haven't fallen for your best friend, like,
Are you bi?
that was messy and I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, I feel that. My first like gay crush who like made me realize I was queer was this friend I had in high school, but she was like the only out queer woman like I knew.
Yeah.
And she was also my friend, and I was very like attracted to her, and I didn't know why at first. I was just like, oh, I just like want to hang out with you all the time. And then I was like, oh shit. She was dating one of my like childhood friends.
Yeah.
But she liked me at the same time.
Wow. And it's messy.
Yeah, it was messy. It was messy. Exactly. We didn't end up doing anything about the crushes because obviously like I wasn't going to ruin the relationship or whatever. But it was definitely dramatic.
And it always is.
It always is. I don't know if you have one, but first gay YouTuber crush.
Shannon Beveridge.
Easy.
Hands down, Shannon and Cami, but like Shannon was always my like, oh, love Shannon so much.
I feel like you're either a Shannon stan or a Cami stan.
Cami, yeah.
I was definitely a Cami stan, but I wouldn't say she was like my first YouTuber crush. I would say probably Melanie Murphy. Do you know Melanie Murphy?
Yeah, yeah.
And her sister, Jessie B. I feel like I had more of a crush on Jessie B because she was like my age. That's really embarrassing if they watch this, but
hopefully they do.
They probably do. Like, I feel like Jessie watches my videos, and so
Hey, Jesse.
Anyway.
Next.
First gay TV show you watched?
Like, probably the L Word, the original.
I haven't seen it. I know.
Get Out.
I know.
And Get Out now.
I know.
And Get Out. Actually, no, it's fine. You're a bad queer. No, I'm kidding.
I kind of feel like it.
I mean, the new one's better. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe people will disagree, but
People might cancel you.
they might cancel me, and that's fine. What was yours?
I'm pretty sure mine was Orange is the New Black.
Okay, love. Wait, did I see that before? I don't know if I watched that before the L Word or not. I don't think so.
Yeah, it was my gay awakening, like I say on TikTok.
Nice.
But I also really loved, I think this was an Australian TV show. It's called Please Like Me.
Yes, with Tom someone.
I don't
his name.
forget his name. That is a good ass show. That, like, the acting is so fucking good.
Josh Thomas.
Yeah.
Josh Thomas. Banger. I also
They're
like that.
So funny. Like, they're all so funny. The writing is amazing. Like, the way they shoot it, the storylines, like, oh.
Yeah.
First gay sexual experience. Mine's embarrassing, so, like, don't even worry.
So, like, yeah, with that friend, it was like something that we both, like, we discussed it, which was weird. Like, it wasn't it just sort of happened. We actually were both wanting to explore that, and then we were both open to it, and it sort of like just happened, which was really nice. And it was so good. It was the least awkward and like most comfortable I've ever had, ever, and probably will ever. It was so nice.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I still think like very fondly of that moment. Like, it was good.
Was your friend queer too?
Yeah, she is now. But she didn't know. Like, she'd always thought she was, well, I don't know if she always thought she was straight. We never really talked about it, but she always dated guys and slept with guys and stuff. We were like each other's sexual awakening, kinda, which was nice. Wholesome, yeah. And here we go. Drum roll, everyone!
So oh my god. Okay. So my first gay Okay, this is I don't even know if I should say this. Whatever, I'm gonna say it anyway. So it was my best friend in high school, but she identified as what's
Heteroflexible?
Heteroflexible. Thank you. Like, we were really, really close that I was literally like, let's just like fuck around.
Yeah.
Like, there were no feelings or emotions involved. It was just like, let's just fuck around kind of thing. Was your first gay kiss with that same girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. And again, there was like no feelings at the start either. It was the same thing. Let's fuck around. Let's just experiment. Let's like see if we like it kind of thing.
Yeah. So. Okay. So yeah, like my first queer kiss was also her. Cause I was like, so-and-so, like, I think I might be gay. Like, I don't know. And then she was like,
yeah.
You want to experiment? Like, she was just like that type of person. I was like, okay,
yes.
Sure. And so like,
I'm that type of person.
Yeah. And so we kind of just like blocked out the whole like emotional thing. It was mainly just like physical, just to like see how it felt and how it was different than like having sexual experiences with men. It wasn't awkward. It was just like, oh yeah, remember when you did that?
I was, so I don't know if this is one of your questions, but if it is, then there you go.
Okay.
I like started just having dreams, not about her, or some of them were about her, but like I just started having dreams about girls and like sleeping with girls. And I was like, this is weird. Cause at the time I was in a heterosexual relationship. And I was like, okay, I'm 20. I can't ignore this. Like, I need to do something. And I spoke to my partner at the time and we went on a break and everything was like, he was free to do it. We ended up getting back together for a little bit, but that's sort of how it happened. Yeah, so that started happening. And then she was the only person I confided in, apart from one of my other besties who didn't live in the same area. And I was just like, I'm having dreams about girls. And she was literally like, oh, yeah, same. And it was like crickets. But I was just like, do you want to like experiment? Like same thing. And then yeah, it just happened. The confidence on her.
Yeah, literally. Oh my God. I was not the one that like instigated that. It was like mainly my friend. And like she just loves sex in general. So like it doesn't even matter like who she has sex with. She just likes sex. Hope my mom doesn't watch this. Because like my mom was always like thinking that she made me gay. Like
Mom.
you always
come on, Mom.
Like, oh, she's a bad influence on you. She's the reason you came out. She's the reason. Like, she's not even the queer one. Like, she's not even the gay one. She doesn't even identify as gay. First gay emotional sexual experience.
Probably still with this girl.
Yeah.
Because then it started to get like emotions started getting involved, I think. But then I also, there was another girl I was sleeping with, and this was like really got messy because we worked together.
Oh.
I also worked with this friend that anyway. And I think back and I'm like, why did I do this? Like honestly, that was like at the beginning purely physical. Like it was one of those great friends with Ben's. Like we got along like a house on fire. And this girl, I have never, ever, ever been attracted. It was like Shannon level attraction. Like I've never been so attracted to one human. Yeah. And she was a bit of a dick. She really was a dick. But she was hot. And then obviously feelings got involved and like I ended up like falling for her, whatever. Ugh, yuck, I hate even saying that. And then she was like, we cut it off and then we didn't talk for ages. And then she invited me fully down to Melbourne to go to like this thing that's called Thursdays. And it's like this nightclub that has like gay nights on a Thursday night. And to stay at her apartment, and I was single and she was single, and yeah, we went to the club together, drank, like stuff happened. And then after that I like posed, this is probably the most emotional thing, like I posed the whole idea of like friends with Ben's again, and she was really offended by that, and then she cut me off. And I was like, what do you mean? Like we did it like only a couple of years ago. What do you mean? That was emotional as fuck. And that like messed up my whole weekend. It was my birthday weekend.
Why would she invite you to Thursdays and like do all that stuff if like she wasn't gonna agree to do friends with benefits again?
She said one of her other mates was gonna be there. Wasn't there. I was like
mixed signals, honey.
So that was probably the most emotionally attached sexually experience. So what's yours?
I would say like the first time I had sex with someone and it was like emotion, like there were emotions involved, was my ex. But my ex like transitioned. So like technically they were never like a girl in the first place, or he was never a girl in the first place. So like, does that count? I don't know if that counts.
I guess it's up to you.
Like, I'm gonna say it doesn't count because I'd rather be Lauren. So I'm gonna say Lauren.
Cute.
Yeah. So like Lauren is the first person that is like the closest to a woman, but isn't a woman. So
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyways, that's my answer. And I was Lauren's first, like everything pretty much. So.
Oh, that's even cuter.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is quaking. That is a love story.
I'm getting a little bit blushy. Have you ever fantasized about a girl when you're with somebody other than a girl?
Yeah.
You said it so easily.
So matter-of-factly. I mean, like, yes, I'd be lying if I said no. Not currently, like not with my current partner, but definitely if I was sleeping with guys casually, I'm not thinking about them. I don't know them from a bar of soap. Like I'm just doing me. And the funny thing is whenever I was like sleeping with girls, I didn't think of guys. I was so in them. And that sounds like bad, but like I feel like when you're sleeping with a girl, it's like everything around you, the world stops and it's just you two.
Yeah.
But when I sleep with, and it's like that with my partner at the moment as well. And so like guys I'm dating, it's like that. But just like random like one night stands or whatever, it is not like that. It's like it's so obscure and it's just so different.
I get it.
But yeah, with like random guys, fuck that. I'm not thinking about them. I'm thinking about girls.
If you're trying to get off, you're not going to think about that dude in front of you.
No.
Me too. Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, I consider myself like homosexual, so like I don't even have attraction towards men sexually. I never actually had sex with a man, like this kind of sex.
Like penetrative, yeah.
Yeah. But
this kind literally me with a podcast Topics of Taboo talks about sex currently. This type of sex.
Kind of,
yeah.
But when I did,
but when you were doing like other intimate stuff,
exactly, I was. It was hard for me to like feel that sexual drive and attraction if I wasn't thinking about like a girl. So
yeah, 100%. Yeah. When I was like figuring out my sexuality, I was the same. Like I went through the whole, oh my God, am I gay? Because I was just like no longer thinking about men and everything was like girls, 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 girls.
Yeah.
And that was because I was figuring it out and it was a whole other part of me. But yeah, I was like, do I ever want to be with a man again? And it was like this whole,
yeah.
And then I did. And I was like, oh, actually, yeah, no, I do. But before that, it was like, no, like, why would I go back?
So like, how do you feel about like label changes? Like, have you experienced like you almost wanting to change your sexuality label, thinking that it's something else?
Yeah. Always. And I actually was going to mention this on here. I'm about to do my own Q&A on my channel, but I'm like thinking like queer suits me maybe better now.
Yeah.
And like I'm the biggest advocate for people changing their labels. Bisexuality is not a phase, and I will say that I'll take that to the grave.
Of course not.
But some people don't realize their true sexuality. It takes time. Sexuality is complex, and it's fine to come out again. It's fine to relabel yourself or whatever. I'm comfortable with bi like right now, but maybe queer does suit me more.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice, and it's just like a broad term that encapsulates everything.
Since queer is such an umbrella term, like you can say that you're queer right now because you're a part of the community.
Correct.
You know, it's almost like saying non-binary, like as an umbrella term, how like even if you are a label underneath the umbrella term of non-binary, you can still you're still non-binary.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, why the fuck not? Like, use queer if you want. I love the word queer. I mainly predominantly use the word queer. Just because, like, even if I do experience, like, changes in my attraction, it's, like, queer is never gonna change, you know?
No, never,
So I initially came out as bi as well. And I was, like, bi, but leaning towards men. And then I was bi, but 50-50. And then I was bi, leaning towards men. And then I started dating someone who identified as a woman then. And I was like, I'm a lesbian. Because I stopped feeling any attraction towards men for like a specific amount of time. So I was like, oh, I'm a lesbian. Later on, like I had another crush on a man, which was like random. And now like I'm married to a non-binary person. I feel like the label bi has like evolved because at first I feel like it was mainly just you're attracted to men and women, but now it's like bi, you're attracted to men, women, and anyone else.
Yes.
So
because I'm attracted to non-binary people as well, and I still and like that's bi for me. But then people get really confused between pansexual and bi, and it's just like a whole big thing, and it's just like honestly just identify based on your attraction and your preferred label, I guess.
Cause it's all a label. It's just like down to a word, you know? Like now I would say pansexual suits me. But then again, if someone said I was bisexual, I'm like, yeah, because pansexual and bisexual are very, very similar. The phase of me thinking I was a lesbian, that was more of a phase. I think bisexual and pansexual was always my identity. I was just going through a period of time that was like predominantly women.
I feel that 100%.
Anyway, this was like such a ramble. Okay, that was fun.
So fun.
Thanks for sharing your gay first with us.
You're so welcome.
And make sure you follow Dutchy on all of their social medias. That is about it for today. Do you have any closing arguments or thoughts?
I don't. I just want to thank you for having me on your channel.
Of course. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for watching. Love you all.
Oh wait, we need to hug. We need to get. I'm doing a hug. I've been doing a hug a lot.
Okay.
Here's a hug.
Here's a hug. Yeah. And there it is. Yep. Oh, yuck. My neck was just like
I know.
in the
I know. It's like, I always think it's awkward, but then I always put in my videos
It looks
anyway. Mwah. You are valid, you are beautiful, and I will see you in my next video.